Your RIN TV on-demand video will begin shortly. Meanwhile, be sure to register for RIN TV alerts by clicking on the link below.
AM Best recently affirmed the financial strength rating of A and issuer credit rating of A+ of Lloyd's with a stable outlook. One of the main rating drivers, according to Catherine Thomas, Director of Analytics at AM Best Europe Rating Services Limited, was Lloyd's resiliency in the face of numerous catastrophes.
The Lloyd's market reported a loss of £516 million last year, and that compared to a profit of about £2 billion in the previous year. So although this was a weak performance overall, it really represents a good result given the number and magnitude of catastrophes events in 2011, as well as the weak investment environment. For the overall result, while it was supported by a significant reserve release, an investment return of only 1.9% was insufficient to offset the underwriting loss. This year earnings are expected to rebound, helped by better rates and return to normal catastrophe activity. Loss experience in the first 6 months of 2012 has been relatively benign, and price increases are being achieved for loss-affected business, particularly in the Asia-Pacific region. So an improvement in Lloyd's combined ratio to about 95% from 106% last year is expected, which is more in keeping with Lloyd's recent history of good results.
Thomas said Lloyd's benefits from the excellent position in the global insurance and reinsurance markets, but going forward, fierce competition is a key challenge.
Maintaining market discipline has to be the key priority for both managing agents and Lloyd's oversight function, the Performance Management Directorate. Significant rate rises have been achieved for property business in areas directly affected by last year's catastrophe losses. Also, there is evidence that the hardening of property rates in the US that began last year, prompted by severe weather-related losses, as well as the release of RMS version 11. There's evidence that that is being maintained. However, those significant rate increases have not spread to other territories or other lines, although rate deterioration in those areas has slowed. And unless there is a significant reduction in capacity, there is unlikely to be a strong, broad-based hard market. The other challenge Lloyd's faces is process reform, and a number of key projects have been completed in recent years, including the use of the accounting and settlement repository and the electronic claims file. However, if Lloyd's is to maintain its strong position in the global insurance market, that process reform needs to continue.
And then there's Solvency II.
A smooth transition to Solvency II, including the approval of a compliant internal capital model, is crucial if Lloyd's is to retain the capital efficiencies that it currently offers its members. Although the calibration of the standard formula under Solvency II has yet to be finalised, the last quantitative impact study, Quiz 5, did provide some insight as to the potential capital impact on the Lloyd's market should it fail to achieve internal capital model approval. Having said that, I do think a smooth transition to the new regime is now likely. Preparations at both the Corporation of Lloyd's and at individual managing agents is well advanced. And despite having to work to an extremely tight timetable, the internal capital model has now been developed and was submitted on schedule to the FSA's approval process at the end of July.
Still, Thomas said, Lloyd's capitalization is expected to remain strong into 2013 thanks to its stable central capital base.
Our assessment of Lloyd's capitalisation takes into account capital resources both centrally and at member level, and also the fungibility constraints on member level capital, as well as the likelihood and potential magnitude of any potential drawdowns on Lloyd's central assets from its members.